Good morning, YouTube fam. How is everyone? What's going on? I am headed to go look at a few apartments today. Yep, I'm shaving, I'm sober, I'm working a lot, I'm looking for apartments. All those things you're doing in your own very life. Why would you watch it? I don't know. Why are you watching it? This is a transition from living on the road to integrating back into society to building the business that I've had planning for a decade. So I don't really know how to say this more clear, but if it's not your thing, just don't watch it. You know what I mean? You don't have to push that button. I'd love if you did. In fact, I really do enjoy the trolling comments because it just helps polarize people and it gets me more views. Right now I'm not getting much, 60 to 150, but if you watch over the course of weeks, it'll get up to like 300, 400. Again, not much, but if you want to look through my, might be the bus I need, whatever, I'm gonna walk. I need to walk today. Walking feels good. I'll show you my analytics if you want to see my analytics. I mean, the highest I've gotten to is like 110 hours a day for a solid month on average, back in August last year. But yeah, I'm about up at like 50, 60 right now a day. And that's from about the 17 average. If I did nothing, it'll drop to 17 hours. So even though this content sucks and you hate it, not all of you do. And at the same time, like, it's fulfilling its purpose. So like, I really love how a lot of you that are trolling are like, you are the people that have no YouTube channel. Like, I look, well, let's go check out this person's channel. Nothing, you know? When I was a kid, I used to build these awesome snow forts. And I'd come outside and they'd get trashed. Do you know who trashed the snow forts? Not the kid 3 streets down building his own snow fort. He's still busy building his snow fort, enjoying it. It was always the kids who never built a snow fort, who needed a group of people to do it for them or to join them, and that just didn't have a group of people, and they went around destroying snow forts. One thing is this is a very strong snow fort, and however weak it may seem like winter's ending and the ice is melting and I'm fucked. Nope. I put water all over the snow fort on the coldest days, and it's holding up strong, and you're gonna break your foot if you try to, just kidding. Stupid analogy. Yeah, so I don't need to go on and give these people too much energy, but like, just move on. Go watch my ex's channel. She's traveling all over, she's a girl. You know, you're probably a guy. She's going to these cool places. At this point, I'm not. My cool place is literally, it's a spiritual journey right now. It's not so much about where I'm traveling, it's just Jeremiah's journey, as in like a spirit journey. And again, you might not get that either. You don't have to. You really don't have to. So basically, to all of you who agree with me and like the channel or just wonder, you know, this isn't to you. I'm not giving you shit. People are like, just acting like I have no clue what's going on. I do have a clue, and it's not easy putting my vulnerabilities out there, but that's a big part of this, is to show my vulnerabilities as a means of teaching people that they should embrace showing their own. This is therapy to me, you know what I mean? Or you don't, and I love it, and I really hope that you do too, and yeah, if you don't, I'm sorry. I'm doing well, you know, slept on the streets last night. Whatever. Doing well isn't about your external circumstances. It's how you manage your external circumstances. At the end of the day, the only thing you can truly control is how you feel and how you choose to make others feel. So I'm sorry if I'm chastising you. But at the same time, I'm thanking you. Thank you for putting up with this change in the pace of my channel. This isn't the direction things are going. This is a transition, you know? I would love to be out there climbing the tops of the mountains, working on my free diving, you know, interviewing more people. I'd love to be out there working on my paintings, doing time lapses of the paintings, trying to sell them online. I'd love to be out here, you know, building a nonprofit around helping homeless people to feel empowered by giving them the opportunity to paint and interviewing them, and then creating a market where, in a gallery online where they could sell it These are things I'm going to do, though, in a few weeks. And at some points in your life, you have to really put your dreams on the back burner. You know, I didn't throw my dreams out. This is me putting my dreams on the back burner so I can achieve them. It's about sacrifice, you know. With sacrifice, you have to take something that you love, something you're doing great with, and you have to, you know, kill it. I'm not talking about like weird sacrifice. I'm talking about just sacrifice. I mean, Terrence McKenna talks about it. He said that the universe will be taking things from you on a regular basis, but through sacrifice, it's your way of letting the universe have no real say in what gets sacrificed. You choose, you know. When I left all the places I've ever lived, I always left when things were great. I made sure never to leave when things were shitty, because if I left when things were shitty, I would bring that energy with me, right? So I would get into these awesome situations, making great money, great friends, and that's the point. And I would go, bounce out. And then I'd carry that awesome energy with me, and at the same time, I had to give the universe something awesome to achieve something awesome. So yeah, that's what I've done with my journey as you see it, you know? But the thing is, that's not my journey. My journey is this internal one that I'm going through, where I'm choosing to stay positive despite circumstances, where I'm choosing to help spread that positivity. I'm doing so much for others all the time. I'm helping build up the people at my job. I'm working hard at my jobs. I feel awesome. This is one of the best I've ever felt in my life. And to be honest, if you're still watching this and you don't like what I'm doing and you don't like what I'm saying, maybe that's the issue, is that I'm truly happy and I'm happy with myself. Maybe there's a little bit of psychological projection going on. I sound like a cocky asshole, but you know what? Sometimes I'm a cocky asshole. Got it? Great. Now that we're on the same page, please, the people that are going to continue watching, no, this is not going to be a Just Jeremiah's rant against some silly little trolls sitting in their mom's basement, popping their back pimples while tripping over cum-covered socks. No. Dude, I realize who and what these people are, and yes, I don't need to go on about this. So, with that said, I'm gonna find out where to go for my next viewing of an apartment, continue looking at apartments, then I'm going to gotta think. Call for the lawyers that I need for the 2 different cases against my landlord. I have to turn in the report against him for his Airbnb. I let him collect enough money off that. Now it's time to shut his Airbnb down because it's illegal. I need to call my bank back in Minnesota because my buddy Dan's been pushing me towards that. And he is someone that I have accountability partners with. I need to continue studying for my 2 jobs now that I dropped the one. Buy Eating House. Keep studying and building resources to study from that I could potentially use as towards like training manuals for the manager to use as a means of showing how dedicated I am to the job so I can switch to my server position. I'm going to go do some laundry, get all my laundry clean, go take a shower. I'm going to go get some food and smile a lot. And I'm going to continue calling and talking to the people I love and care about that are back on the East Coast and the people that I'm slowly building friendships with here in Hawaii.
Oh shit!
I knew not to interact, but sometimes even that little smile, it's what people need, even though they don't accept it. If I were to guess, I love guessing, he just had all of his shit stolen. On the streets, you leave it, because you can't lug it around everywhere unless you have this. And then someone steals it, and then you steal their shit, and it's like that dream I had where I was in hell at that dive bar and everyone's just on the street just stealing and robbing and raping and pillaging. And the streets of Honolulu. Ice ain't no joke. So that podcast went well yesterday. I got to share a large part of my story. There's a guy trolling me. I'm sorry, but I wasn't in the slabs because I totally identify as those people. I'm one of them because we are a group of many different facets. But I was there because I was trying to report the positive side of the slabs while also doing my own private investigative journalism and also urban anthropology. There's some darkness on the road, and I delved into that with that podcast some at the end, and I know that Carlos had lost a few followers, and I'm guessing it's because of it. Just to be straightforward, many of you started watching my channel when I was at the slabs, and it's a place filled with satanic cults. Not everyone is, but you've got Santa Muerte, which is a Christian satanic cult. You've got Luciferians, the satanic. They're separate. I'm going to go in depth talking about it. There's some weird shit on the road that I was researching. And it's not like I was infiltrating them because I'm trying to like turn them into some federal agent. You know, that's what they're all afraid of. That's why it's so hard to get videos there. That's why building their trust, you know, that I'm not trying to make them look bad, was crucial for me to get such good videos, you know. And I didn't have to like have horns on my head for hair or like, you know, celebrate, you know, synthetic drug lifestyle or like live all super dirty. And no, all I had to do was go there and just do what I do, is bring art supplies and share them, you know, talk to people about their lives, make them feel special, you know, cook food and share it, share the weed that I had panhandled for. I was trying to show them love and light. And when I say there's satanic cults there, I'm serious. And at the same time, it's not everyone. You know, I'd say it's about a third or less. And the majority of people, they're just a third of people, yeah, the other majority, at least half, if not more, I hate to say it, but they're a smokescreen for these organizations, because it's not just like people that are like, oh, I worship Satan. Like, you have them too, but they're literal organizations and they're up to no good. And if you ask me, they're working with the CIA, knowingly or unknowingly. And that place is a whole human test site. You like, literally, they're a bunch of guinea pigs. They're dropping bombs a mile away. Like, what's in those bombs? The United States government has been known to like use chemical warfare in its own music, its own citizens in places like Nevada, the middle of nowhere. That's something you can look up, you know. We experimented with the MK Ultra program, which was about giving acid to people unknowingly and then building them up as like puppets, like Manchurian candidates, or if you ask me, the school shooters. You know, you've got the Alpha program, where they were getting people to harness their alpha waves so they would become like better at learning and become creative geniuses. You've got you got people that were spies that were doing, you know, that were like holding information that they didn't know they held, rather than putting on a computer file. You could program people to hold information, and then it could never even be tortured out of them. They studied this from the early 50s to the early 70s. And yeah, on the side, I've talked about it some, I think, but it might be on videos I've yet to load that I was trepidatious about loading. A lot of those counterculture movements, and I'm sorry, the New Age spiritual movement, I'm not saying that everyone in it, even the government, it's the same thing. Your Aunt Sally, who's an accountant for the state government, I'm not saying that she's fucking drinking child's blood. What I'm saying is that a lot of those people are the smoke screen. You know, they're put into these positions where they have no clue. They pick really awesome people, and these people have no clue that, like, behind the scenes, there's a lot of darkness, and it's everywhere. It's connected. And you know, here I am talking about potentially losing people, but this is going to get even worse. I might lose half of you through this, but I'm going to start exposing some of the issues that I found on the road. I'm going on a podcast this coming month that has 100,000 followers. It's called What Lurks Beneath, where I'll be talking about all the things that I've realized on the road and found by just taking a bunch of acid and dancing at these situations and these parties. And some of you might think, well, dude, doesn't that mean you're hallucinating? the way you handle hallucinogens depends 100% on your mental fortitude. Some people can take half a hit and lose it. I can take a ton and then run around, come up with game plans, have like deep, intricate conversation, gather firewood, break it, keep the fire going, make sure the fire's safe, stay late, don't let it burn down. You know, I am here, but I don't have any problem taking a load of hallucinogens. I'm what you'd call a psychonaut. And there's no such thing. You don't see like little green aliens or any of that. That's just made up, you know, especially because I have aphantasia where I can't see anything in my mind's eye. So yeah, this is what, a 2-minute rant. Oh yeah, that's right, I had cut it off earlier. Yeah, so basically I had talked about some stuff yesterday and started delving into the topics of the dark occult. And, you know, I can't help but feel like a lot of my following originally, whether knowing or unknowingly, you know, they're into those darker topics and not so much the exposing them. You know, Slap City is where I grew them, and literally that's the people that I'm trying to like offer positive messages to. And I feel like, you know, those groups might be, they might be interested in watching someone be in a position that's not so high. Whereas again, once they're working and doing all these things and working towards a business and staying positive, you know, that's when you don't get as many views. That's when you catch shit. You know, when you talk about like the occult history of Valentine's Day and how this stuff works. I mean, it's like a very private, hidden like information that they don't like, esoterica, ancient mysticism. So a lot of the people who may have been originally my base core fans do not find this stuff interesting. And that's fine, because you know, what's gonna happen is there's people that do, and I may lose people, and I may lose at least the traction that I would gain with topics right now that people are more interested in. But even if I just like took a shit on the ground every day and showed my face and talked about how it feels to push the poop out of my ass, as long as I posted consistently, that would send more people to my further videos in the past, you know? My Sarah Jane Bangarang interview, it just hit 20,000. It's about to hit 20,000 views. Every day there's about 60 people watching it. I think it's an average of like 6.5 minutes each day, or for each person on average. So that's one of like 500 plus videos, and people are watching them. And the more I post this stuff, whether you agree with it or not, the more people watch the stuff that they do like. And someone's gonna like something, and slowly I'm not just gonna have a niche crew of followers who are interested in just one topic. That's the easy way. I've never taken the easy way in my life. So by having multiple topics, it's not offering me the type of traction that I would get on a YouTube channel. I know this. But you know what? At this point, I'm not even trying to get my channel monetized. Like, it's been eligible since last August. You know, I might be able to make about 1,000 a month right now, but honestly, I'm more interested in creating a platform that I can market my art and my paintings through. I can sell merchandise through. Hopefully people would be interested in donating towards me. You know, at this point, maybe not, but you can feel free. I mean, people that are making tons of money with successful jobs that also do YouTube channel, they'll ask every single time for money. When do I ask? I'm literally a guy living on the street homeless who was attacked by his landlord and going through a court process to get like the $1,500 in costs back, to get the $1,600 that are owed by the Hawaii state law, which are already verified that I'll be getting from him. And, you know, and then I'll be suing the shit out of him. I've, you know, so many things rolling in that are my due that just won't be a minute. It'll be a minute, I mean. And so, you know, am I begging for money from you? Am I panhandling on the side of the street? No, I'm working my ass off and doing it with a smile, while in a position that would make other people pee their pants and cry, wanting their mommy. So, yeah, this is my negative post. It's really not that negative. I'm just being very, very clear. If you don't like this channel, just don't watch it. For all the rest of you, and the ones who maybe will never watch a video again, how dare Jeremiah? How dare he talk to me that way? Peace. Loving you. Have a great day. I'm gonna do the same. Damn, I'm too soft. There's a guy selling t-shirts to homeless people, and I I couldn't help. I went back, and he looks like he might be homeless, and I bought one for everyone there, $20 for like 8 t-shirts, and then they all gave them back to him, and he just wrote off, so he just got to keep $20. Man. I told him, I said, please, just gotta run, you know how this works. I said, please, I would really enjoy if you were to donate those t-shirts to people, the ones that I bought, since they gave them back. Can you give some to people? And he said, oh, definitely, but who knows? I'll have faith that he does it. I just went and I saw the apartment, one of 3 that I'm gonna look at today. And oh my gosh, it was tiny, but it was perfect. The guy's literally like a monk. He's studying Buddhism. He has been since 2005. He's traveled to 52 countries. We connected. His grandma she was 105. She would have lived longer, but the isolation of COVID, she couldn't go for her walks each day. She couldn't see her family except through a window. So she realized there's a bigger, better place to go, and she went there. She passed just recently due to the COVID lockdown. So we really connected when I mentioned my mom and the experience I had with her. And he was actually his father's primary caregiver. He got to be there the last 14 weeks of his father's life and help guide him as well. Be there to hold his hand at the very end like I wasn't able to. We connected on so many levels, and yeah, I mean, it's only $700 for the room. And so I had that for the deposit, but I waited because I want to look at these 2 other places. But tomorrow I'll probably throw it down, and whether I have to like reach out and borrow money from a friend, which I'm not trying to do, or whether I have to ask him if it can wait till Friday, and I'll have the rest of the money by Friday. Today's Monday. It looks like I'll be living in a place within the end of the week. What's going on? I'm sorry, man. I threw all I could for today towards those shirts.
Okay, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for not taking that the wrong way.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Thanks, bro.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, good luck, man.
All right, bro.
I guess he did give one of the t-shirts out then. Yeah, whatever. Honestly, every day I'm tossing about $5 to $20 worth of funds towards people that are needy on the street. Taking the extra food for my jobs and giving it to them. This is a passion of mine. You know, most of it'll never be on the camera because I don't want anyone to feel exposed or exploited. But what I'm going to exploit right now is my hunger. I'm at Panda Express, not the healthiest food, but I mean, I'm down to 165. The only time I've been lighter than 165 was when I was 13 years old. I was 160. I'll never forget stepping on the scale at my mom's friend's house, Sue Zindler. I weighed 160, and from there it just only went up. I generally floated around 200 to 205, or 190 to 210. But yeah, I'm at 165, and oh my gosh, I'm wearing the same outfit as yesterday, whatever. But I can't have too many clothes until I get this place. So yeah, I feel like $1 million. I don't quite look like $1 million, but I look all right. Come on. I'll be 40 next year. Look at this smile. Yeah, I want to move in that place, I think, but I'm still going to look at these 2 others. So I got to reach out to them, which I have, and look at them before I go to work today. I got to eat food. So I'm going to do that. Loving you. Sorry that it's not like me being poor on the road with a sign panhandling that you can bitch about my life about, but this is my life. This is my journey. Showing off those dimples. This is alternative too. And if people like it, awesome, let me know that you do encourage it. If you don't like it, complain in the comments. I'll get a little butthurt, and I'll probably have some nasty, sweaty, salty retort, but I'll work on it. I need the criticism. Doesn't mean I'm going to change because of it, but I definitely need to keep my ego in check, especially as things start to get bigger and better in my life, which they're definitely on a path, an exponential path of growth. Loving you all, each and every one of you. I hope you have a fantastic day and that you can feel the love right through this screen, which is a weapon to some, but a tool to those with the right hands. Later. Yeah, wow, that's kind of crazy. So yesterday I came out and talked about some things on Mount Shasta. I talked about my whole journey up to there from birth, my humble beginnings up through. And I talked about some of the darker topics where I think you know, not everyone in the New Age movement, but I feel like aspects of the New Age movement are into some really dark practices, and that the majority of people are just the smokescreen for them as a way of like making it seem like it's just a bunch of happy loving hippies, because that's what the majority are. That's what the smokescreen is, in my opinion. Well, I mentioned a certain group and organization, and I have friends in it, and it's a cult. And again, that's not my scene, but people are people, and I love people, and I'm sure you know that. Well, today I got someone from Slab City that reached out to me, someone from that cult, one of my good friends that reached out to me, and someone from like the military back in Pennsylvania reached out to me, and I'm talking about all these weird connections, and I'm sure it's just paranoia, but it's so random because all these random people just reached out today, and there's like connections into things that I'm researching on the side that I haven't really talked completely about yet. And then I got a text on WhatsApp from some person acting like they're trying to reach their friend Adam. And so I started chatting, said there are no coincidences, and acted like I was flirting. But then I was like, hey, put your pinky, it's not my pinky, but it's taken. Put your pinky on your nose and send a photo. They stopped responding. Then I got a random call from like Pennsylvania, 717 number, because there's connections there as well. And it was some random lady speaking in Spanish. Random numbers don't have my number from Minnesota while I'm here in Minnesota and Hawaii. So yeah, weird stuff happening. Almost intimidating. Last night when I woke up around 4 in the morning, there was a guy sitting directly across the street from me, a homeless guy without a shirt, and he was opening and closing and opening a switchblade and flashing it around while just staring at me while I was sleeping. Kind of creepy, but my nightmares stopped. I have friends who are heavy into like the Christian aspect of things, and they're big believers in deliverance. And my faith is weird because I really don't know what to believe. But they've been praying for me, and my 2 weeks of nightmares, they all ended. The very day that my two friends started praying for me and put me onto prayer lists. So weird topics. Again, guess I'm doing everything I can to scare more and more people away from the channel. And this is how much I care. So now I'm headed to Waikiki Beach to go use the shower. And then I'm headed up to Sky, which is up to the left over there, up top. My left, maybe not yours in this, once it flips, who knows. And then I'm going to continue studying and building a resource and glossary of all the menu items and all the terms involved to continue showing my job that I'm the type of motivated person who they want to work in a higher position, while at the same time building a resource that they can use to further train their employees who are willing to learn more themselves. So, staying busy. My friend Roxanne, she's coming to visit next month from Pennsylvania, and she's it's too bad. These two look like awesome individuals. It's a memorial to them. I'm not sure what happened, but it's really sad. They look like awesome people, and I'm sure the world misses them, and I'm sure their family misses them. I know there's aspects of the men in blue that are not so hot, but you can't assume that people are a certain way just because some of them are, be it through race, class, profession, belief systems. I'm gonna go get changed. Loving you. Hey there. Here I am at Waikiki Beach. It's so nice here. There's like a boat landing in the background. Let's see. There it goes. I'm gonna grab a shower quick. It's nice here. I'd love to get in the water. I just don't trust my stuff. Have you ever been to Waikiki? Yeah, so I lost a lot of weight, and not that I'm like anything special, but let's see. No more gut. It's gone. I'm down to 165. The only time I weighed less was when I was 13 years old. And about 10 years ago, I also weighed less. But Gonna get a shower, and I think I should get in the water. It's been too long. See what happens. It's a great day so far. Looks like the waters are clear. I can't wait to get out and go free diving. Within 2 weeks, I should be able to go free diving for sure. I'll be able to afford my fins, my mask. Maybe I'll get my mask back from my landlord, but I'm not really feeling like that's gonna happen. Let's check out the beach. Don't dive. Just don't dive. Whatever you do, come on. Don't dive. I'm not gonna make you watch me shower, but I'm gonna go take one now. At least I can wash my stuff in here. Holy shit, man. So a chicken parmesan shift meal. A gorgeous deal. A staff of people that makes me feel welcome and appreciated, who's empowered me to make small changes that help the ergonomics and the flow of work, making it easier for everyone instead of just attacking me because it's not the way. I love this job at Sky, and although I'm making less money than at Eating House, that's only until I become a server. And a lot of times happiness is more important at your job than the amount of money you make. Feeling so blessed. Life's good.